Okay. I embarrassingly fucked this up earlier. So. That's okay. Because
Team
my
17.
lovely girlfriend is not watching. Watch this later.
Sassy Chap Games.
Date everything.
Chocolate. I have a embarrassing pile of far too many rappers. Actually, that's awful. Vibing. Getting it. Ooh, yeah. I do want to check out my sound. I don't think I talk loud enough. I put some settings on my I would like to check this, but I'm not sure if exiting out of this will fuck up my... Let's try it. Yep. Give me just a second. I do want to see how this sounds. Okay, sound very loud. Maybe that'll be better. Hello, hello. That's mildly good. I'll do that. Okay, I'm so sorry. Shelby's gonna yell at me later about this. Okay. The sound seems to be okay. Oh. Can you tell I've done this before? Great, I'm fucking sorry. This is a nightmare and a half. Give me. There, that's better. Okay. I don't remember where we left off. Been a few days. Oh. I do think. Oh. I was trying to read these. So, Shelly is the shelf. Blah, blah, blah. He's one of the guys. I'm so serious when I say I do not want to read all of this out loud. So if you would like to read it, read it. I know I was reading Holly's. I think that's her name. I've offered to help Lyric write a book. Give him a bit of time to gather some writing materials. Lyric is more than just a bookworm. He's some sort of genie guy. This one sounds like a lot of fun. Writing a book with books themselves. How many stories can we tell together? I said I wasn't gonna put it out loud, but I did. You've met Holly. Okay, her name is Holly. By first thing in the morning, possible positive, blah, blah, blah. I've read all of this earlier. You can read it. I'm gonna go see Holly really quick. I don't remember actually where she is. Hello? Which is unfortunate. She was in some closet somewhere doing something. Is that me running in? I don't know. Oh, okay. I'm getting lost in my own house. Very lovely. Oh, okay. Oh. Where's...
Oh, you came.
I said I would.
Well, it's not that I didn't think that you would. It's just I've got a tricky schedule. So it's easier to presume that people have to cancel, or they'll forget, or they'll just have their own lives. Which is me. I'm people. I cancel or forget, or I have my own life.
my thoughts on this. Okay. Well, I mean, you're a bit flaky.
A little. I try not to be, but I've never been good at that. Trying not to be.
Did work go okay?
Yeah, it was great.
I love the little skeleton. Also, make face.
Wait, you said okay, right? Yeah, it was okay. Hard, underpaid, fun, just a local pet. My favorite kind, the little ones. Oh, sorry, it's not you.
Tired?
A little, but who isn't? Usually, when I finish a shift, most of the others are asleep. I never really get to talk about my work, so it's strange. It's nice. The shift wasn't, but this is.
Why do you work so much?
Someone has to. It's my job. It's always a holiday somewhere, and someone has to do the work to bring the wonder to everyone else.
Okay, well, that is her job. You know what I mean? It's like, she is just decoration. So, but like, what does she do? Because technically, if you're living in this house, you hanging up decorations there. You know what I mean?
I'm a helper most of the time. Essential, so they say. Sometimes, when it's useful to say so. Sorry. Here I am complaining I never have anyone to talk to, and now I'm yawning in your face. I guess I should knock off. I've got a shift in the morning, but thanks. I really appreciate it.
See you next time.
Happy holidays.
What year is it? What do you mean, happy holidays? Okay. Oh, crap. I keep getting, like, a bunch of them. There was the bunny rabbit at 12 o'clock. How do you even know what the fuck time it is? Oh. Well, it is 12 o'clock.
Almost late. Almost.
If that's all it takes to devastate you, it was only a matter of time.
Dare you! Not content to humiliate me, are you? No, you must dismiss my struggles. How very dare you!
Like this, actually.
Out! Away with you, blackguard! If you regain some sense and wish to apologize, you may return to me at 3 p.m. No earlier, no later. Now away!
It's 3 now. Oh, I can't talk to him again. That would have been so funny. I'm back. Okay. I want to know... Oh. Or the shelf. He was very upset that you didn't respect his feelings around his secret persona. His secret persona. Sent you packing. Yeah, timepiece. A slim, dainty gentleman with cat ears and nail. Okay, this is just like passed up. I think it's cool that it adds like little snippets of each character, so then you know kind of like what to do. Like, not what to do. I hope. I don't know if you actually do or not. Maggie had suggested seeing or talking to others. You met a bookish educated who was always hunting for her next case. Helped her solve a case, and she has invited you as a date. Maggie gives you some. Wait. Helped her solve a case. What case? I don't know. Maggie gave you some rumors, as she is pro at hunting down. Also let you know that oh, I don't remember how to pronounce her name. Can help you track more. Oh yeah, she's in love with the binoculars. Oh, I have a dust bunny to talk to, actually, as requested. You said there was, and I say you as in Sylvia, my beautiful girlfriend. I remember a dust bunny talk. A bunny. I do not remember bunny or where bunny at. Hunting. 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 Hello? When I run into these objects, they just oof at me. Cool. Oh. You know, see dust bunny. Watch me pass it, and then I hear about it later. Yeah. Violation. Real. So, I'm thinking... every single time. When will I stop? Never. I do want to find Nightmare, but I really don't, like, know how you find him. Now, Holly, she seemed very sweet. Here to befriend you. The king had to come by first thing in the... Got that added. Last time you saw her, Holly seemed tired after a shift. She got another cup and she left to get some rest. Like details about her. My gift. Who else can... Why does it look like I have a little, like... Do the other names have stars? Oh, we're friends! Yeah, we've talked, like, a few... The shower is a potential dateable or criminal named Johnny Splash. Going in someone. Maggie says that Winifred is a potential date or found in the closet. Oh yeah, I still never found Meg. I want to date the shower. Let's go. That's a bathtub. How you run in this game? I'm trying to speed. Where's my... I went a whole fucking circle. Let's talk to the shower.
It's jarring to hear someone else's voice singing in your shower. After all, you haven't brought anybody home since you've been here. But this isn't some forgotten paramour from the night before. There's a singer in your bathroom, and he's using your showerhead as a microphone. While his singing may be less than professional, he certainly looks the part. His handsome face is framed by glistening ringlet curls, and his clothing has a sterile, hygienic vibe. A stark contrast to the smouldering, sensitive artist you see before you.
Hunka, hunka, wet hot love. Hunka, hunka, wet hot love. Hunka, hunka. Oh, hey! Oh, jeepers. Didn't hear you come in. I weren't expecting company, especially such a ravishing company. Come right on in, darling. Be sure to wear a shower cap or you're gonna get yourself mighty wet.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I know you well enough for that just yet.
Modest, huh? Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Modesty's what separates us from the animals. Well, with maybe the exception of the mighty possum. Possums being the most modest creature in the animal kingdom.
What about squirrels?
Reckon I can't really weigh in on the modesty of the squirrels. Being a shower, I don't engage with them on the regular.
But he engages with possums? Makes sense.
Well, I'm just as happy as a pig in mud that you decided to stop on in. It's mighty nice to see a new face around these parts. Variety is the spice of life, as they say, and I can tell you're a healthy dose of paprika. Or maybe you're more of a cayenne.
Probably just plain old salt.
Listen, Mama, can't hate on a classic. Well, I reckon we'll have to get to know each other better to really find out.
Thanks, bud.
Well, you're mighty welcome. Name's Johnny Splash. Whoa! And I just want to make absolutely sure whoever saunters over my way is treated with the most respect and hospitality a gentle shower like myself can offer.
I'll leave a positive review.
Now, don't that sound like a hilariously sardonic send-up to our crazy modern world? But being a shower, I don't understand the reference. Here's what I reckon I do know, though. It's just real darn important that folks keep coming by. Truth be told, it can get kind of monotonous around these parts. You know what I'm saying?
Please don't start monologuing.
Too late.
Nobody
The
hates
spigot's
that.
wide open. Yes, sir. The bathroom can be a frighteningly monotonous kind of place. Just duller than dishwater. Or toilet water, as the case may be. I mean, just think on it for a second here. Would you go to a bathroom to have yourself a good old time? To experience something new and exciting? To meet someone famous or important?
Doubtful.
See, that's exactly my point. That's just not what your average bathroom is for. Your common bathroom is a utilitarian kind of joint. Sure, it's useful and consistent, but it ain't a particularly lively spot. Ain't no nightclubs in no bathrooms. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
That's probably my fault. My dialect can be ripe thick sometimes. thicker than a syrupy stack of Southern-esque illusions. Let me, try that again. Do you know what I usually spend all my time doing around here?
Looking at naked bodies. Using the toilet?
Heck, I wish. Truth is, darling, I spend 99% of my day sitting around doing absolutely nothing at all. Do you know how long it takes the average person to shower?
One fortnight.
Absolutely not. But I reckon you'd be mighty clean, huh? It takes the average person 12 minutes.
I'm wasting a ton of water.
That's your shower. I ain't here to pass judgment, baby. That's between you and the Department of Water and Power. And God. Here's my point about showering. For the average person, it's 12 minutes. I looked it up and everything. 12 minutes of a water spraying, shampoo foaming, washcloth scrubbing routine. And don't get me wrong, those 12 minutes ain't bad at all. But do you know how long a day is?
Oh, I have to have like a certain thing to... No one told me there'd be a test. I'm not allowed to be smart? Or just know how long a day is? How old am I?
1,440 minutes. Which means my job is quite literally just 1% of my day.
That sounds amazing.
Well, I get why you might be inclined to say that. But honestly, it's worse than a dead skunk in a wedding chapel on the 4th of July. Which is really bad, in case that weren't clear. See, I'm a shower. If I ain't being used, it ain't like I can just get up and go boogieing down at the dance hall or something. I can't just hop on over to the malt shop for a milkshake and some light canoodling.
Like canoodling.
No, I'm just here, perpetually stuck in this humdrum, go-nowhere existence. Do you know how that makes me feel?
Like you complain too much?
No, I reckon I complain exactly the appropriate amount for a shower. But getting back to my point.
I'm answering the way Shelby, I feel like, wants me to. But they're gonna hate me. Every single one of them are gonna hate me. I am doing it though because I do not want to romance this man. I do not care about Johnny's. He's a real.
It makes me feel unfulfilled, listless, bored stiff, like a scarecrow in a cornfield. Like I'm gonna be stuck here forever. And all my dreams ain't never gonna come true.
That's okay. You're doing great as a shower.
I appreciate that. But do you ever feel like you were destined for something more?
Like what? Being a Turkish bathhouse or something?
Listen, I don't prefer to talk about that. There just ain't much reason to have your head up in the clouds when your pipes are firmly bolted to the drywall. Some people get to have dreams, but Johnny Splash gets to waste away listening to leaky faucet strip. And that's all there is to it.
Please, Johnny, tell me your dream. I know you don't care, Shelby, but I want to hear his dreams.
Oh, what the heck? You done twisted my temperature knob. Now, I reckon I usually don't do this, but you got a trustworthy face. Plus, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't just a little bit sweet on you. So, I'll tell you my super secret dreams on one condition.
What condition?
Come back and visit me again tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
Show me this ain't some meaningless fling for you. Come back around, and I'll share with you a secret I ain't never shared with anyone else before.
Let me check my schedule. I'm very important.
Hope I'll see you then. Now you better mosey on out of here quick.
Why?
Plumbers are coming soon to fix my water pressure issues. Uh-huh.
Toilet punch. Oh wait, hold on. I heard about this. I have to stand here for 30 seconds. I don't even know if this will work. I don't know if I have to do anything.
An expanse of blinding white muscled skin fills your vision. It reminds you of that class field trip to the art museum, if not for the torn jeans on this ivory Adonis's lower body. But as your eyes continue to travel up and take everything in, you note that the similarities to a classic marble statue come to an abrupt and screeching halt at this guy's face. He almost resembles a bleached bowling ball. His eyes are two dark and unreadable holes, his mouth nothing more than a thin line. He has no nose, no cheekbones, no ears. His shining white face is simply devoid of just about anything.
Assassination Classroom. The teacher. I forget his name.
Sup, baby? Nice ass.
I work out.
Yeah, well, not enough.
That's crazy! My piercing just came out. We have to go fix that before it closes up. Hold on. Okay. That was fun. Okay. That's crazy. Guy's crazy. Yeah, my body dysmorphia agrees. So I have no confidence, huh? I can't defend myself.
Yeah, she would, wouldn't she? We haven't talked in a bit, but last time I checked, it's been real.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeesh, I gotta write a whole dissertation for you? You want some graphs and pie charts? Oh, how about some Venn diagrams? Will that help you figure it out?
Baby, can I see the pie charts?
I don't know. Can you?
Bro,
It's a good thing you're nice to look at, because you're definitely not much in the brains department. Here, I'll give you a hint about my true secret identity. I'm what you spend your entire life avoiding.
reconnecting with my estranged parents?
Mommy and daddy issues, huh? Nice. I can work with that. But not even remotely close. I'm your overwhelming sense of existential dread. But my homies call me Doug. Yo.
Doug. That explains why you don't have a nose. I'm just curious about this.
I don't have a nose because of an incident at the zoo.
That just raises more questions.
Welcome to every conversation with existential dread, baby. But enough about me. What's your name, baby?
It's Panic.
Ha! I just choked on my chocolate milk.
Motherfucker would drink chocolate milk.
That name sucks. That doesn't fit your vibe at all. We need something that really captures your fundamental, immutable essence. I'm gonna call you...
God, he's coming with a name.
Dork.
How creative. That's accurate.
Damn straight. I could smell the dork on you from a mile away.
Okay, Bakugo.
Smells like nacho cheese-flavored corn chips.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anyway, dork, since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful and help me out.
Do I have to?
Well, we can always chat about how your entire life is meaningless instead.
No, I don't want to do that. Never mind. What do you need help with?
So I'm doom-scrolling Share Bucket, okay?
Doom scrolling sounds bad because the dude.
Wow, someone's super perceptive.
God, you're such a dick.
That's just what happens when you've got as much BDE as I do. It ends up consuming you, which is super dope. But we're getting off topic. ShareBucket is Valdivian's 8th most addictive social media platform. I've been doom scrolling for hours, and even my totally ripped finger is tired from swiping. So why don't you scroll for me for a while? I think it's a task suitable for your talents. I use that term loosely. Plus, you get to keep hanging out with me, and I'm dope as hell.
Kinda sounds like a waste of time.
Waste of time? Let's get one thing straight, dork. Time spent with me is never wasted. I'm legit. But since you're somehow not convinced, I'll incentivize you.
How so?
You swipe for a while, and I'll reward you with, a Doug point.
He holds out what appears to be a sort of badge, a golden image of his iconic blank face framed by laurel leaves.
What's the Doug point to USD exchange rate?
It fluctuates based on current market conditions, but it's fantastic right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anyway, enough yammering. Read me some viral share bucket posts, would you? What are the top 3 most popular posts right now?
There's an argument about what makes the best grilled cheese.
Tell them the best grilled cheese is vegan cheese. Those idiots will eat each other alive for weeks.
Okay.
Man, this is great. Way better than just scrolling and reading by myself. And only 357 billion hours of premium content to go. We're making great time.
I'm sorry, how many hours?
357 billion. Oops, 358 billion. 359. Come on, we gotta keep scrolling or else it's gonna keep piling up.
Gotcha. How long do we have to do this?
I don't know, forever. Come on, we're missing the good shit.
Maybe I'll pass.
Look, you came around here and asked to spend time with me, so I graciously invited you to participate in my kick-ass activities. But I don't have to doom scroll with you. There's plenty of other moderately attractive humans or concepts I could be doom scrolling with. I mean, I should just text Abby. She is super hot. She did things even porn won't show in some states.
Who's Abby?
Abby? She's the unceasingly empty feeling of abandonment. Right up my alley.
Yeah, maybe go spend more time with Abby.
Oh, I will. She might have blocked my number, but I'll find her on ShareBucket. Tell you what, maybe our interests aren't 100% aligned, but that's okay. A lot of power couples famously were opposites. It's not the end of the world.
Hey, Green.
Absolutely. See, the end of the world happens in 7.59 billion years when the sun engulfs the Earth, destroying our planet and everything that ever existed.
As long as it destroys Bakersfield.
Wow. Kinda fucked up to single out one specific city you want obliterated. Like, what did Bakersfield do to deserve that? But you do you, I guess. What matters is, I'm hot and you're passably attractive, so I don't want to blow this up over nothing. Especially since Abby isn't returning my texts.
Passively attractive.
I mean, yeah, for an animated meat puppet. Tell you what, why don't you come back around here later and I'll try to find us a new activity we both like. Cool?
Or whatever.
Anyway, I gotta go find some school children and explain to them that no matter what they do, their parents will eventually entropy and die. And the reverse is even worse. Parents outliving their children. Good shit, good shit.
Well, they were gonna learn it eventually.
Exactly. You get it. I'm doing a benevolent service. And don't worry if you can't stop thinking about me tonight when you're all alone in your bed. That's totes normal. I tend to have that effect on people. Oh, and don't text me. I don't do clingy. Later, Dorcas.
Oh. Do I want to talk to?
Betty reclines luxuriously on the bed when you first see her. Thinking about how your bed can be lying on the bed makes your brain start to short-circuit, but some way or another, it's happening. She looks effortlessly comfortable and luxurious, but her expression is more pensive than anything. She smiles when she sees you, sitting up and patting the blanket next to her.
I was just thinking about you. Were your ears ringing?
No, but my heart was racing.
Oh, was it? That's funny. My heart races when I think of you, too. Well, since you're here now, maybe you could help me out a little. I've been trying to have more peaceful nights, but it hasn't really worked out. I spend a lot of time before bed indulging myself in some detailed fantasies.
What sort of fantasy?
Oh, well. I have this crush who doesn't seem to notice me. Sometimes we're so close I could just reach out and kiss them, but nothing ever happens. So, in this fantasy, I tell myself I'm finally going to get their attention. I do all kinds of things. Maybe one night I touch myself and call their name when they're next to me. Maybe I bring someone home and let them catch us in the act. Sometimes I invite them to join, and sometimes we just don't stop. But our eyes meet. And they know that when I'm gasping and moaning someone else's name, what I really want is to say theirs. To let the entire house know who it is that has me so worked up. You are so sweet. Unfortunately, it is entirely possible. But thank you for saying so. I've got all sorts of fantasies queued up for every night. But no matter how much material I feed my brain, I never seem to carry that blissed out warm feeling into my dreams. I tried getting into lucid dreaming for the longest time, actually. I practiced for years. But it never worked for me, not once.
That's really too bad.
It is, isn't it? But I guess it isn't necessarily a fix for my problem. Just would have been nice to have that in my pocket for when my dreams turn dark. Well, my lucid dreaming attempts are long behind me now. I do wish I could get a little peace at night, that's all.
There are plenty of other ways to sleep loudly.
Yeah, you're right. I just need to keep trying. Well, what can you do, hmm? Maybe I'll take up meditation. See you tonight, then? Me too.
Oh, I forgot I had a message. Oopsie. What?
Valdivianites! It's me, your CEO, David Reginald Most. I'm writing to you from the awe-inspiring beige pavilion at the historic Cottonwood Hotel just moments after stepping off the stage at the Valdefest keynote. Let me tell you, the room felt positively electric. And not just because of the incredibly dangerous grounding issues we discovered in the speaker system. No, tonight, our consumers, employees, and shareholders were absolutely buzzing at the launch of Valdivian's newest initiative. Bigger than the self-driving stroller. More revolutionary than Peninsula.com. Tonight, we unveiled to the world our strategic partnership with the U.S. government's Department of Overseas Violence. While the specifics of this groundbreaking collaboration remain on a need-to-know basis, I'm looking at you, Erwin, in product development. We are confident this partnership between the world's most exciting corporation and the most deadly military on Earth will absolutely thrill, inspire, and delight Valdivian superfans the world over. For everyone who helped produce or even just attended this year's keynote, please find me at the after party so I can thank you personally. I'll be parked all night next to the Virgin Mojito Bar between the fax machine and the crawfish buffet. Semper Fi!
Oh, fantastic. Oh my god.
Impressive news out of Valfest. Really too bad that particular partnership is about to hit a rough patch. But then David's never been great at partnerships.
Seems personal.
I see you've had the opportunity to test out the prototype. I have remote access. Allows me to analyze the back-end system data. What'd you think? That I just hand over absolute control of a device this powerful?
Makes sense.
I'm enormously grateful to you for concealing the prototype. And I'm sorry I dropped all this on you so unexpectedly. I know protecting it is not a responsibility you asked for. Maybe not even a responsibility you want. But I had no other choice. Every other Valdivian employee's allegiance was unknowable, except you. Because you're paid the least out of everyone. I can't get into that right now. Anyway, it's not safe to talk. I will return when the signal is secure.
Okay. But this is not like a...
As you take in the sight of the adventurer standing before you, it's hard not to feel like you've stepped into one of those old adventure serials from decades gone by. Even though she's decked out in cardboard and masking tape, she looks like she's ready for anything. An extension cable whip wound around her arm and a daring grin on her pretty face.
Oh, for God's sake, you're finally here! I was beginning to wonder and worry, and then I thought, gee, I guess I'll just have to go ahead and do it myself. But that probably wouldn't have been such a bad thing, because let's face it, I'm exemplary. But you're here now, so let's get cracking. I assume you brought your tools and knowledge and probably a snack of some sort? Oh, yes, yes, yes! Well said. Excellent point. Introductions, trite as they may be at times, are a great place to start.
The adventurer strikes an impressive pose, positively radiating confidence and daring.
I am Bo. I am the soul, the spirit, the animating animus of boxes and storage containers in this house. This most special of houses, where it is my great privilege and my great destiny to reside. Ah, indeed I am. I am about to embark on a great quest. That's what I do after all. I quest. I am an adventurer. I am a great explorer. I'm also an avid reader. I enjoy bubble baths and secluded mountain hot springs.
trips to the beach studying turtle migration. Anything involving the words ancient, sacred, statue, gem, or priceless piece of history. Wink. I did. I find it useful sometimes to tell people what I'm doing as I'm doing it. That way I can be more sure that they're getting a complete picture of my personality. Ah, forgive me. I understand now. I have introduced myself, and then I just got so darned excited my mouth ran right away with me, and I didn't give you a chance to introduce yourself. Not that you need to, of course. I know who you are, but go ahead. I know that you are the... well...
Bo takes her hat off for a moment, holding it over her heart. She bows her head, just a little.
It is my great honor, my passion, my destiny to have the opportunity to follow my path. Alongside you, the leading houseologist, to whom I owe such a debt of gratitude and respect. Houseologist, the leading authority in this, or any province on this house, its history, its mysteries, its great secrets. You are the resident, after all, aren't you? Are you telling me you're not the leading houseologist? Oh dear.
Bo returns her hat to her head, her reverent expression fading into a rather more sour one.
I'm starting to feel, well, a bit like I've got some birds in the box. Fluttering in the stomach, birds trapped, slightly nauseated because the damn birds keep trying to tip me over. But you... I may have already said too much. Ha! I'm currently putting on a facade of being hale and hearty, in case you missed it. All is well. Leave. Go away. Get out of here, you scamp, and maybe come back and we can maybe talk about some stuff, and maybe the quest will make its way in there somehow. But no promises. Okay. See ya.
Valdiantites! Yo! It's your boy, David Most! Coming to you live from the best virgin mojito bar ever. Like, this stuff for real is legit so good. I've had like 12, and I feel amazing. Can't believe there's not any alcohol in it. JH19! Hey, did you guys see how dope that presentation was? We rocked that! Like, people keep saying we're at dire financial straps and need urgent restructuring. Even my dad was like, you're gonna get smoked by your top competitor, Bitewave. Deadass. And I'm like, okay, Dad, if you like Bitewave so much, why don't you marry them? But does Bitewave have a contract with the U.S. government? No. I just want to say I love you guys, but not Franklin. don't love or miss Franklin at all. You hear me, Franklin? Night night, nerds. It's not all that surprising that your towels would have a look that one can only describe as fresh out of the shower. The fluffy terry cloth clothing and glistening skin are expected. What you did not expect to see, however, was a six-pack you could do your laundry on.
Wait, hold still.
He holds his hands out in front of him, stopping you in your tracks.
You didn't do anything.
He backs away from you, slowly and carefully.
Just don't move. Ooh, there's some water on the floor. Let me get that before you slip and fall.
He bends down to mop up a tiny puddle, standing back up with a grin.
There, all good. It's my pleasure. Some might say that I saved your life. Hey, hey! Did you see that dude?
Tyrell shifts uncomfortably, seeming to address someone you can't see.
Ah, come on, man. I know I'm bombing.
He gives you a sheepish little smile.
Don't mind me. Just talking to my towel buddy. No, faster. Like towel buddy. Well, it's whatever I fold it up to be. But today, it's a swan.
He holds out a small swan-shaped towel for your inspection. It's quite charming.
I can get a bit bored is all. Yeah.
You and Tyrell look at each other, neither of you speaking. The silence is long and awkward.
Come here often? Right. I'm coming off a bit dry, aren't I? I seem that way because I am. Can I just start again?
He extends his hand to you, and when you take it, he gives it a firm, confident shake.
I'm Tyrell. If you got a spill, call me and chill. It's just something I'm workshopping. Whew. Ugh, I'm trying too hard. I tend to do that. Spills happen every day. No big thing. But the hard part is getting dry. For the big jobs, I work with Washford and Drysdale. But I work pretty independently, you know? I'm here regardless. I'm pretty dependable. It takes someone of strong woven integrity to be as reliable as me, you know? I mean, who doesn't? There are things I want to do, but my job is important, you know? Those spills ain't gonna unspill themselves, and I won't be spilling things to you until I get to know you better. So, let's make a deal. Next time you see me, I'll show you something cool, and maybe I'll tell you a bit about myself. I'll show you an idea I have.
Shelley's endless energy doesn't seem to have lessened any today. When you see her, she's clutching a duster a bit too tightly.
Oh my god, look who it is! I was just thinking about you and here you are. I mean, I thought about you all night after you left and it didn't make you show up, but then like, it definitely worked this time. probably thinking I sound like a major creep. But I assure you, it was all nothing but the most positive thoughts you can imagine, dude.
She's still holding the feather duster so tightly, you worry it may snap. A distinct possibility with all that muscle.
Oh, this old thing? I was just, hey, so like, I know you've been real busy with all the things you've been up to lately. Like sitting on the couch, sitting at the computer, taking naps. But since you haven't really been looking at me, like, ever, it makes sense you might not have noticed. I mean, like, I'm cool with it. Dust is great. It's so powdery. But it's making me sneeze, and that makes it a lot harder to hang onto these walls, so maybe we could, like, live to the fullest and dust me.
Shelley thrusts the feather duster out towards you. Withdrawing her hand so swiftly, you nearly let the duster fall. Your humble feather duster. You've never been all that big on dusting, but this thing does get the job done. Shelley has her eyes shut tightly as she waits for you to dust her. She looks oddly nervous.
I'm not scared. Oh, I've never wanted anything like I want this dusting, Broderino.
Shelley's reassurances aren't all that convincing, but you suppose a little dusting never hurt anybody? Shelley winces when the duster makes contact with her. Fortunately, over time, your gentle touch allows her to relax. Though with Shelley, relax seems to be a relative term. Eventually, you get her clean, though it does take a little while. You try to hand the duster back to her, but she shakes her head.
You keep it. Wow, look at us, huh? You actually talked to me, and now you've actually cleaned me. Our relationship is deepening already. You're not gonna leave now, are you? Oh, good. Good. Look, buddy, pal, Boo-Boo Bear. You're a human being and not a shelf, so like, I don't know if you can understand the kind of stuff I deal with. And that's okay. Nobody understands the pressure of being a shelf. Personally, I love being so unique that nobody gets me. Imagine if I was one of those people who had tons of friends who supported them. Psh, where would I be then? Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you? That's how they get you. You think just because people believe in me and support me, I'd suddenly shake off the fear of falling? Wow, I'd like to get a taste of some of that positive thinking for myself. Tell you what, pal. Why don't I show you just what kind of life I live? Next time you come back, I'll give you a day in the life of a shelf. And then you can see just how and why I maintain such an impressively sunny and positive outlook. Great! See you next time, pal!
One moment you're looking at your old sports equipment, and the next you're looking at a gorgeous, muscled man dressed in various pieces of sports equipment that once belonged to a far more optimistic version of yourself. As you watch this guy go through an entire squat routine, it's more than clear that, unlike you, this guy has never struggled to maintain an athletic routine. Mid-squat, he stops suddenly, bending down to peer at you through his legs.
Oh, hey!
He sets his weights down, standing up and beaming at you like you've just told him he's won the lottery.
It's about time you made your way over here. I was starting to think you forgot about me. Of course you do! But I'll never turn down a chance to introduce myself.
The lights dim, and a spotlight appears from you're not quite sure where, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the stadium, the king of the ring, the Duke of Gun, the jack of all trades, master of fun, Mr. Duncan Dunk Shadowcack! Oh, hell yeah! Hey, thank you.
He goes through a few poses that really make his abundant muscles pop, looking at you with the grin of a confident athlete. Dunk is delighted by your cheering, and he spends a few more moments basking in your attention.
Aw, man. It's been a while since I actually had an audience. Feels good. Don't worry about remembering all those names. That's just stuff that makes me sound cool when I hit the court, or the field, or wherever I'm playing. Dunk is just fine for pals. Totally! We might have just met, but strangers are all just friends you haven't met yet. Anyway, it's great to see you here finally.
He grows very serious, placing a strong but gentle hand on your shoulder.
What happened, man? How come you stayed away so long? Did someone ruin the joy of sports for you?
There's genuine sadness in Dunk's eyes, and are those tears? He grasps your shoulder tighter, his expression growing mournful.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Sports should be happy for everybody. We gotta fix that.
Dunk gives your shoulder one final little squeeze, and then he's slapping you on the back so enthusiastically you nearly collapse. This fine hunk clearly does not know his own strength.
Well, hey, no matter what happened before, you're here now. Your inner athlete said, "Let's get it, baby!" And who are we to say no to your inner athlete? What? Psh, of course you do. We all do. Yours might be like sleepy right now, but that's okay. We'll wake him up. We just gotta get you into the flow, but I want to make sure you're ready for it. After all, working out without a proper warm-up is a great way to get a nasty injury. So you come back here when you're ready to get into it. Meet me by the weight rack, all right? And bring your positive attitude. We're gonna have fun!
Betty is already speaking to someone else when you walk in. There is an easiness to their dynamic, an intimacy, really. They have the air of old lovers, or perhaps very, very good friends.
We've been over this so many times, Betty. You know how I feel about that.
I just need some time, all right?
Why should a bed as gorgeous and free as you be so worked up over anyone else's opinion of her? You could snap your fingers and have 10 lovers here in 2 seconds.
I could.
And have.
Benoit, stop it. But honestly, you know it's not about sex. I can get that just fine. But that feeling of falling asleep in the arms of someone you love, there's nothing else like it.
Benoit's gaze leaves Betty's face to land upon your own. They give you a smile that feels as if they know all your secrets. When Betty turns to see you, she goes from surprise to happy in record time, and Benoit places a gentle hand on her shoulder before they walk off.
Just think about what I told you. Are we what? say, are you having sex, you know? Benoit and I are just very good friends. With benefits, of course. Well, sure, though, gosh. I wish you hadn't heard that. It's just a really specific sort of loneliness, you know? I'm sure you didn't come here just to hear tales of my sex life. What can I do for you, honey? Did you want to relax? Maybe take a nap? Get to know me better? Why? Oh, I don't know. It can be hot to sleep with someone you know nothing about. And of course, some people fear intimacy. And getting to know people is a step on the road to intimacy. Well, you know what I am, what I do. You know I'm a free spirit. What else can I tell you about me? It's going to sound very sad, but nothing, really. I sat in a warehouse with a bunch of others like me. We all used to dream about what we'd do when our turn came to get out and see the world. I promised myself I'd never waste my freedom once I got it. I had so many years of self-discovery, of learning who I was, what I wanted out of a partner. And that's slowed down a bit in the last few years, though I still have my fun. Sex is still an important part of who I am, but it's not the only thing that drives me.
She sighs wistfully, looking somewhere past you.
Sometimes it feels as if those sorts of relationships are only for books, you know? And I can never quite seem to get there. Perhaps I've been standing in my own way. That's it. That's all. Just loneliness. Haven't you ever been afraid of ruining a good thing? I'm just not ready yet.
There's an undercurrent of sadness in Betty's eyes, something much bigger weighing on her that she seems uninterested in divulging.
Oh, it's almost time for book club, if you'll excuse me.
Based on how plastered David was in his last most mail, he must have finally discovered the prototype is missing. He'll sober up soon, though. And when he does, he'll stop at nothing to ensure its retrieval. If he fails, he'll be at the mercy of some very powerful people. He'll never allow that. I guess it's imperative that we trust each other. And I've been asking you to trust me without being fully transparent. I know all this because I created the Dateviators. Sure. Whatever. Anyway, I can't talk now. I'm stealing coffee shop Wi-Fi, and the barista finally noticed I'm only ordering tap water. Remember, under no circumstance allow David to know you possess the prototype.
Hello again, suspect. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery. I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work.
Maggie puts her hands on her hips, positively radiating pride.
Why, it was I who solved the mystery of the missing sock. A brief interview with the Stackables and a chat with Dirk was all it took to sort that case out. The sock was in the depths of Harper's hamper. Check your rumors app if you don't know who I'm talking about. That's what it's there for, in theory at least. I also cracked the caper of the self-generating dust rabbits. Static electricity. It causes particles to accumulate around pieces of hair. Your hair, to be exact. They form undisturbed, in-dead air pockets. That's why they hang out under the couch. It matched the evidence, and I ruled out every other possibility. By the power of deductive reasoning, I determined that you were, in fact, the culprit. I pride myself on that. Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night. At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible. Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more. You would? I've never worked with anyone else before, but I think this could be good for the case. The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us. I have it here, semi-transparent and very thin. It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all. Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
How interesting. It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper?
She dips a corner of the paper into a small glass of water.
Look at that. It dissolved. What else should we try with the paper? What should we look at next? A stylized letter M. whose name is simply M and nothing more. What should we look at next?
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier? About the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle. Strange, no? Good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
What should we look at next? I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Mateo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was? Something doesn't quite add up. Sorry, but I don't think that's right. Maybe you can help me on another case. Thanks again for trying to help. It really was very sweet of you. That sounds divine.
You're used to seeing mostly people-shaped objects with the Dateviators, but clearly the sink-headed figure before you is, well, not like the others. All the time in the world wouldn't be enough to comprehend whatever is going on with this guy. You can see that he's got a sink for a head and the clothing and posture of a beleaguered stand-up comic, but your inspection is cut short by his disturbing screams.
Help! Help me!
Hello? Can you hear me? Listen closely. There isn't much time. Nothing is as it seems. I'm not who I appear to be. No! Stop that pop-up screen! My name is not Sinclair, it's Martin! Martin Applegate. And I'm not a sink. I'm an insurance claims adjuster from Turkleman City, Florida. Now you're catching on. Just how weird this is gonna get. Well, I don't know if I wanted my dog to be turned into a bar of soap. But that happened, and here we are. Whoosh!
A strange creature that looks and sounds like a soapy little dog jumps up at your legs, yapping and barking.
Down, Sudsy, down! Keep your bubbles to yourself, you little devil. Woof, woof. Tray, Sudsy? Go to your tray. Sorry about that. And that's just the beginning. Before I begin telling you my tale of woe and Temple's Shirley, let me let Sudsy out, okay? When he gets like this, I just get really flustered. No! Okay, bye! Sink you next time!
Dorian is as tall as ever, but there's something off with his energy today. His eyes dart briefly from side to side, as though ensuring you're alone.
Welcome to the lavatory. Let's keep things private here. Very, hush-hush. Maybe a little. Let's move on. Try as I might to keep things quiet, nestled in this lovely little space in the house, we seem to have attracted our loudest members. We have a rapping loo, a singing shower, and a sink screaming about his very existence. The neighbours have even filed noise complaints. But not even about those three. It's about the bloody smoke alarm. You're lucky you can leave.
For a moment, it looks as if a firefighter has appeared in your home, smoke and all. But a closer look reveals the smoke is in fact attached to this apparent firefighter's head. You don't get much of a chance to scrutinize her appearance any further, because the moment she notices you, she begins to rush you along, raising her voice and waving her arms at you.
Thank heavens you're here. Wait, well, don't just stand there. Go get help! What do you bleep mean, what's wrong? Don't you bleep see that? All that smoke, it's everywhere. And where there's smoke, there's bleep fire. what that is. Whoops. I guess I might be a little jumpy today. Bleep! Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me just... Bleep! Eve! What's that? Couldn't hear you for a sec. Arma Alarm at your service. You too. So, what brings you around here? Oh yeah, that's part of my job. You see, I'm here to protect the house from fire. Take a look around you, at everything you love. Now just think. If you're not careful, it could be gone in an instant, consumed by raging flames. I've got to stay vigilant at all times. What? Oh, are you, flirting with me? Sorry, I'm not really looking to date anyone right now. I have to stay focused. Huh? Oh, sure. Anyhow, I'm really busy right now trying to make sure we don't all die. Maybe it would be best if you came back another time, all right?
Armor ignores you. The stranger standing before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders and frame their delicate features. Loneliness has been such a defining factor in your existence over the last few years, you've almost forgotten what it's like to be around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this. You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
There you are. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten me. Cute. I'm Benoit, your partner in pleasure. What many call sex toys, yes. I prefer to call myself your ruin. It's really about time you came to speak to me. Given the way we met, someone less confident than me might really take it personally.
They look at you expectantly, raising an eyebrow.
You do remember the way we met, don't you? You think you could afford me? Please, no, that wasn't it. Gag gift.
They look absolutely disgusted.
The only way to strip the word gag of all its appeal. Some friend of yours thought they were hilarious. You moved into this house and your friend brought you a big box. You opened it up to find... what else? A smaller box. You opened that to find another small box. And so on and so forth. So funny. Eventually, you got to the smallest box. And there I was. A bright-eyed virgin. Yours for the taking. But there's still time to rectify that. After all, you're here, I'm here, and I know you have nothing but time. So how about it? Me and you and mind-bending, earth-shattering pleasure? I knew you couldn't stay away much longer. Come here.
Benoit takes you by the hand, guiding you to lie down on your bed. What happens next is a blur of sensation. Benoit is everywhere at once, taking your hands and showing you just what to do to blow your own mind. You've never experienced anything like it, and you know you'll never be the same again.
It won't. Again, that. Okay. That was very upsetting because I don't know how long my this is. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. You last met bathroom. Thank you. Yeah, again, don't know how long it was out for. I appreciate it. I talked to Arma. You met Arma, a tough cookie. Busy trying to make sure all the house stays safe. Benoit. And Benoit, the sexy sultry pleasure. They're there for your exploration gratification. I am curious about this situation here.
A distinguished beauty greets you with an elegant wave.
Slay!
You never really thought so many hard corners and angles could be soft and graceful, but she's really selling it somehow.
Oh, hello, dearie. Mind your step. I'm getting a bit creaky in my old age. I'm working on it, mind you. I'm Stella, your quickest way up and down between floor and ceiling. Airway calling!
I don't mind the creek, feels homey.
Well, aren't you a sweet summer thing? I appreciate the sentiment. Still, one step at a time, all right? Just in case. And step and step and step and step. At least, that's what they say.
That's a lot of steps.
Just take it step by step.
Too many steps for me.
By step.
Maybe take some smaller steps.
Oh, but you've got to dream big, you know? Hustle, I believe is the word.
Hustle for what?
Self-sufficiency. You see? Well...
Stella looks everywhere but at you, trying and failing to find the words. Eventually she sighs, plucking up the courage from somewhere within her.
Truth be told, I'm starting a business.
A stair business.
She gives you a nervous but sweet smile.
What kind of business?
Well, it's, a lot of things. But I'm focusing on a new release right now. Market research tells me it's a little lacking around here. No offense to anyone, of course.
Untaken.
Oh, thank goodness. You know, if you were interested, I could get you in on the ground level.
Have you ever heard of a pyramid scheme?
I mean, I've heard about the pyramids. Beautiful things, always wanted to see them. Never had the time. Probably a little too late now, though, isn't it?
Oh my god, is she part of an MLM? Not male-loving male, right? Or men-loving men, but the bad kind.
Oh, no. I've gone off book. Oh, it all seems so much easier in the booklet.
Reading from a script?
I thought I had it locked down. The script. They tell you what to say and how to say it. Problem is, I haven't the darndest charisma for it. Stella Steps to Success. How to sell that sale and change your life, generate passive income and financial freedom, all from the comfort of your own home.
Stella pulls out a pamphlet from deep in her bag.
I memorized that part at least.
I think you're being scammed, Stella.
Well, let's not get too dramatic. It's hard work, sure, but isn't anything? They even tell you that. Step 37. Not everyone will make it, but drive and passion are the fuel that fans the flame. Patience is a virtue, and success is for the virtuous. Doesn't that make you want to get to work?
Does it make you want to get to work?
Yes, actually, it does. Make something of myself. Oh, I really have gone off track now, haven't I? Booklet or not, this is a mess. Look, dearie, I'm so sorry to ask, but could you come by again someday soon? Give me another shot. I'm still working on my nerves. And there are really a lot of fancy words to learn. I'll throw in a free sample. Gotta get rid of them somehow.
I'll swing by when I...
Oh, you're a sweetheart, dearie. Thank you.
I love that. Just a woman. A part of a pyramid scheme. I had a mission. The personal one I wanted to do. I cannot remember. I wanted to talk to fucking somebody. Oh. Give me a second, let me see here. Just hanging out.
Sup, dork? Been seeing you around the house, adding more dateable objects to your stupid little cherub.
The cherub.
If you have to ask, you're not cool enough to have one.
A harem? But like...
Trying to inject a little culture here, God. You do something new with your hair? It looks different.
Shut up, dork.
Clever. Well, it looks like shit. In fact, it looks like you got your head stuck in a blender. Anyway, you caught me in the middle of ruminating. I ruminate a lot. It's hella tight.
Hard agree.
Sure you do, dork. I was ruminating about the Big Crunch. You know the Big Crunch, yeah?
Yeah, I think my gym has one. It's for abdominals for ya.
Oh, it'll twist up your guts, all right. The Big Crunch is a theory in cosmology that suggests since the universe is currently expanding, it's possible it'll eventually run out of momentum. And when it does run out of momentum, the forces of gravity will pull it back together, like a giant rubber band suddenly contracting.
I do this right now.
And if that happens, the universe will collapse back into a singularity, like how it existed before the Big Bang. Everything in the entire universe, and the universe itself, will cease to exist. Poof! Nothing. Nada. Sick, huh?
Horrifying.
Right? Good luck falling asleep tonight. Sleep is basically practice for dying anyway, if you think about it. Anyway, enough about how everything you do is utterly meaningless no matter how desperately you attempt to rationalize it. I've got something lighter to share.
Is what you're sharing edible?
No. Last time we chillaxed, I promised I'd find an activity we could both enjoy.
The word chillax fills me with existential dread.
Exactly. Why did you think I chose it? After putting in a bare minimum of effort, I think I found a slightly tolerable activity.
Tolerable sounds fun.
Does it? I figured it'd sound more tolerable. So I downloaded this new app, okay? It's called PlayBucket from the makers of ShareBucket, and let me tell you, it's fire. Totally worth the 99 cents.
99 cents seems expensive.
Not for me. I'm a high roller.
That's crazy.
PlayBucket's a gaming platform where you can gamble. Apparently gambling's legal as long as it's on your phone for some reason. It's got poker and blackjack and oh, Go Fish. It's even got Sudoku. You said you like Sudoku, right?
Gambling is the devil's.
Whatever you say, dork. Way I see it, this is a great way for us to spend time together. Potentially a lot of time together, if you catch my drift.
And then, so.
Not really. See, I'm currently down about $64 million, give or take a few million. So we gotta get all that cash back or I'm gonna owe some real bad dudes a lot of money. But I did some math, and I figure if we play roughly 100 million hours of Sudoku, we can definitely get all that crypto back.
Loaned you $64 million.
I don't really want to get into it, but his name rhymes with Craven Post.
Wait, Dave Most? That's crazy.
It's funny. A lot of people spend a lot of money trying to make me go away. Never works, though. Anyway, enough talking. Talking's for losers. We've got 100 million hours of Sudoku to play. It'll be fun.
Doesn't really seem fun.
I'm sorry. What? So you playing this with me or what?
Sure.
Okay, let's get cracking. You know the rules of Sudoku?
No.
No worries, no worries. Basically, you've got a big square that's made up of little squares in a grid. It's 9 squares across, 9 squares down, so it makes a 9 by 9 grid of little squares. Got it? Looks like this.
I actually don't know how to play Sudoku, nor do I understand how to play it.
You have to fill in the grid with the numbers 1 through 9 over and over again, so that in each line going across and down, each number only appears once in any order. And also, the 9 by 9 grid can be divided into 9 3 by 3 little grids evenly. In each one of those grids, the numbers 1 through 9 appear also once per 3 by 3 grid. So simple even a dork like you can understand, right?
No. Oh,
But
God
the
damn
thing
it.
is, I'm not gonna let you look on my phone screen. That way we can work together as a team. It'll be so dumb and good.
Sounds like a waste of time.
Sweet. Okay, so the first row going across is blank, blank 6, blank, blank 9, blank, blank 4. The second row going across is blank 2, blank, blank 3, blank, blank 6, blank.
Am I supposed to be writing this down?
The third row going across is 4, blank, blank 7, blank, blank 2, blank, blank. The fourth row going across is 8, blank, blank 9, blank, blank 4, blank, blank. The fifth row going across is blank 4, blank, blank 8, blank, blank 2, blank.
This ain't working out. All right, I'm not.
We're more than halfway through. Oh, except you also need to help me solve it. The sixth row going across is blank, blank 7, blank, blank 3, blank, blank 1. The seventh row going across is, of course, blank, blank 3, blank, blank 1, blank, blank 7. The eighth row going across is blank 6, blank, blank 4, blank, blank 1, blank. Ah, wait, sorry, that last number I said is a 5, not a 1. And finally, the ninth row going across is 1, blank, blank 8, blank, blank 3, blank, blank.
Yeah,
You
no.
mean you don't want to do this? What? Are you trying to tell me that you don't care about me?
You're right. Wait.
Well, yeah, it's all pointless. You got a problem with pointless diversions? What part of your life isn't pointless?
Oh. Yeah, sure.
And regardless of the amount of love you give, they will crumble and perish into nothingness and decay. Blah, blah, I'm bored already. Now solve my puzzle.
I don't wanna. I'm not very good at it.
Okay, let's get... You know the rules of Sudoku?
No.
No worries, no worries. Basically, looks like
He's
this.
gonna do it again.
You have to fill in the grid with the numbers 1 through 9 over and over. And also the 9 by 9 grid. So
Oops.
simple even a dork like you can understand, right? It's all good. Just use process. Okay, let's go. You know the rules of Sudoku?
Sure.
Great. So what, the thing is, I'm not gonna let you look on my... That way we can... It'll be so dumb and good. If you use pen and paper, you're a stink... You're not gonna cheat, are you? Don't you want to... If you want to do that, you should treat... You don't even know what kind of variables and shit I'm using to keep track of our relationship status. Okay, so the first row going across is blank, blank 6, blank. The second row going across
Sorry,
is
I didn't
blank.
mean to do
The
this
third row
again.
going
I didn't know
across
I'd
is
end up
4,
in a
blank. The
loop.
fourth row going across is 8, blank. The fifth... We're more than
oh.
halfway... Oh, except you also need to help me solve it. The sixth row going across is blank, blank 7. The seventh row going across is, of course, the eighth row going across is blank 6. Ah, wait, sorry, that last number I said is a 5, not a... And finally, the ninth row going across is 1, blank, blank 8, blank, blank 3. So, you get a cool prize. Because you're just choosing options, it'll be easy for you to figure out the right answer from the wrong ones. So I'll ask you something specific so we know you're not metagaming. What's the bottom right number? Cool. And the top left number?
I'm guessing.
And now what's in the box fourth over from the left and fourth going up from... Oh, nice. And the eighth one from the left and seventh one from the bottom? Okay, let me check your result and make sure this works. Let's see. Ah, crud. This totally doesn't work. Want to try again?
No, I don't want.
Okay, so the first row going across is blank, blank 6.
Oh,
the
no!
second row going across is blank 2.
Please!
The third row going across is 4, blank. The fourth row going across is 8, blank, blank 9. The fifth... We're more than halfway through. Oh, except you also need to help me solve it. The sixth row going across is blank, blank. The seventh row going across is, of course, blank. The eighth row going across is blank 6, blank. Ah, wait, sorry, that last number I said is a 5, not a... And finally, the ninth row going across is 1, blank, blank 8, blank, blank 3, blank, blank.
I fear I actually may have to listen to this.
mean you don't? Are you trying to tell me that you don't care about me? Well, what part of your life isn't pointless? Wow, now solve my puzzle. Bye.
Thank God. Lord have mercy. Anyway. Forgive me, I did not want to at all.
The game console turns on.
Oh, the Doku was haunting me.
Team 17, Sassy Chap Games, Moon Surgeons. This has to be the most immersive video game you've ever played. Your in-game companion is an absolute stunner, but she doesn't leave you much time to take in the sight of her. She waves you forward, looking around as though she expects an attack to come at any moment.
You're here. I didn't think you'd make it back. Oh. Which way do you want to go?
Being very forward, do you think we've met or something?
Of course we've met. We're in the middle of a huge battle for Regolith on Colony 16.
Yeah, let's battle.
Oh, had me scared for a second, Yael.
Who?
You just equipped my Zauer rifle, which means that you are thinking of unloading a whole lot of Zaker charges on these Scroufs out here. What are we gonna do?
Load a whole lot of something charges on the something.
Bizork! Eat Zaker, worm! 88 charges later, that's a whole lot of Scrouf carcasses. Nice haul. That ought to teach Celine and her goons. We're near the compound of the Upholders. They'll have assassin class upholders, as well as surveillance class. We'll have to sneak our way in, and probably start dispatching them with utmost violence. You up for it? You're right. I'll put on my +5 shadow suit. It'll help us get through the sensors in there. Upholder tech is nasty. I found an entrance on the dark side. Should be an easy way in if we just follow the marker on the map.
After a short walk, you find yourself standing in front of a bullet-ridden metal door, way out in the middle of the cold, grey landscape.
This is the entrance I've never seen anyone use. With my chalk-picking skills, we'll have this open in no time.
Luna picks the lock, allowing you to peer inside. You can see hallways filled with shining electronic doors off into the distance.
Here we go. Upholder Central inside. I'm seeing Grunt class upholders, who shouldn't be too bad. There will be Surveillance class 2, which can sound the alarm.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. Very. How do you suggest we do this?
Try to date one of the guards.
Dating? Why would you do that?
Sometimes you meet things on your adventure and start to have feelings for them.
Do you have feelings for me?
Yep.
Interesting. See, I'm more familiar with reloading, looting, and corridors but we can try this dating.
Luna strides boldly up to a nearby grunt.
Hey, Grunt! Want a date? What? You, me, go out and watch a flick. Drive around Hana Town, eat spaghetti in Clarkton.
You are a cute one.
From the grunt's pocket, a voice barks loudly.
Grunt, what are you doing?
Get her! Ah, bits, we've got company.
Except for the smitten grunt upholder, who to this day still holds a candle for Luna, the hallways are swarmed with guards.
Cease! Cease! Cease!
Plasma
Drites!
The battle rages through the halls as you and Luna drop guard after guard.
There you are.
So much is happening right now.
Oh no. I can't see them. I can't move.
You can't quite tell what's happening, but a vast laser peeks from around a corner and engulfs Luna's stiffened form. Bravely, you take Luna's frozen body and crash through the remainder of the hallway. Once she is removed from the power of the strange weapon, she hangs limply in your arms for a moment, enjoying the ride. You run further through the maze-like compound and finally make it to an empty office.
Krah. We lost a lot of gear there in the Trista battle, but at least we still have enough health to get us through to the end. We're getting close. You wanna press on, or should we take a crafting break? We have a chance to use what's left in our inventory to make something that will help us in the final battle. Alright, we can craft something really special using this workbench. This thing can take anything we've got and transform it into anything we don't. Not much. We got zonked by that last encounter pretty hard. 1 globule, 1 wood, and 1 scrap skin. We'll have to find out. Okay, let's get started with... Got it. And then? Got it. And then? Got it. And then? All right. I don't think that's gonna give us anything we really need, unfortunately. But there's no reason to lose hope. Let me just put these together, and it's pretty globular, which is always good for defense. The wood gives nice heft, raising our attack. The scrap skin makes anything look a lot better for comfort. We've got an amazing new piece of armor from this. That'll help us in the battle ahead.
You and Luna make your way through the final threshold and stop right before the entrance.
Oh no. There it is. The horror of it all.
The way opens up into a large regolith cavern. Mining constructs mingle with moon rocks as the terminus of the station is reached. But perched high on the crane next to a large glowing blue crack in the regolith was a well-outfitted spacer who looked just like Luna.
You came just in time for the festivities to begin. Celine Moonrise, prepare to die! Luna, you'll never take Crescentia's power.
Shoot her in the face.
Oh, what's wrong with me?
The glowing crack seems to swell.
Charge, bitch!
The blue deposit of moonrock erupts, and from the crack, a monstrous creature bursts forth.
Crescentia! Go! Ah!
360 no scope.
Thanks to your crafting, Luna is able to withstand the mighty force of Crescentia's power. The battle is fierce, but ultimately Crescentia and Celine fall to the ground, presumably dead.
Oh. Wow. Did that without even a single save. Great job, Yael. I couldn't have done it without you. You're the best partner I could have ever asked for. You always chose the right path, unwaveringly. I'd love to be friends with you. Even though it can be dangerous out there in Novaya Moskva, having a real friend by your side means you keep your KD ratio way down. Well, come back anytime and let's play again.
Wow, I finally made friends with someone.
My friend.
Maybe I'm a little shit to, like, actually make friends. Characters.
Yo, I know it's been a sec since we talked, but I've been sitting here trying to work, and all I can think about is the fact that you're like dating your couch and your TV.
Glad to know I'm on your mind.
Oh my god, shut up. It's not just you. It's you and a handsome man version of your toilet, holding hands and whatnot.
Going okay.
Why do you sound unsure?
They're also weird.
Well, yeah, they aren't like actually people. Don't be narrow-minded. Okay, but honestly, like, can you just tell me what it's like? Walking around your house and having, what, hundreds of potential suitors just around? Like, you gotta feel, like, super eligible, right?
Definitely don't feel like that.
Damn, I would. I just gotta know one thing. When you're out here dating your appliances, are you guys, you know...
Holding hands.
You know what? All right, keep your secrets. If you don't want to kiss and tell with your furniture, who am I to make you? All right, well, I've wasted enough of my workday. All my love to your household object lovers or whatever. Bye.
Could I actually romance, like, secret man thing? The anonymous. And... Met Stella the Creaky, perhaps a bit gullible. The stupid gullible staircase, who appears to be involved in a rather odd business. Yeah. An MLM also appeared in its game. The thing that's odd about it is that it seems to be a pyramid cave. Yeah, it do be that. I'd like to read the rest of this ahead, but I am not going to. Luna. We're friends. Why doesn't it say we're friends? Oh, okay. What? Oh. Okay. A gun looting facer named Wild Dystopian sci-fi shooter, a crafting plus together you are for friends, or at least that is good. Oh, Doug found a new app called a Play Bucket. And he had a place to do it with him, but you bailed. Yeah, I fucking did. I ain't playing. Fuck. I'm terrible at the game. I can't play it. Is that?
Oh, good!
Oh.
You're here. I'm excited. I'm expressive. Everyone's ready to go to the zoo.
Zoo?
Don't worry about it. I've been thinking, and here, I believe, is the best way to organize our efforts. Creativity is for naught without some solid logistics. I know how I'd like to start my book. I've got this fantastic detective character named Gwen that I've been working on for a while, and he's going to be our hero. What I need from you, though, is help with creating an outline. If you will, help me to create a framework. And then, once we have that, I will take it and go into my secret writer's cubby and create the entirety of the book, which I can absolutely do in a night. And believe you me, it will be perfection. But the outline, that's the hard part for me. Will you help? Does that sound doable?
Sure.
Yes, yes, let us boogie. So, here's what I'm thinking about Wen. Detective Xander Wen. He is a hard-boiled detective living in the big city of Sprawlsville, and he is a magnet for crimes. Which works out just fine, because he's also a genius at solving them. Now, just to be clear with you, I haven't fully settled on writing a hard-boiled crime drama to go with my hard-boiled detective. The way I see it, Detective Wen is capable of getting himself into and out of almost any kind of trouble imaginable.
I suppose this is why I've been having so much trouble writing this on my own. Xander Wen could do just about anything. I'm asking you to help me create his first story from infinite possibilities. Well, shall we get started?
Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent! I'll give you the first line, of which I'm very proud, and we'll run with it from there. Detective Xander Wen went out the door, looking for crimes. Apparently, Xander had inherited a breathtaking ranch in rural Montana, where Hunky worked as a muscular, virile ranch hand. And upon arriving at the lusty Lasso Ranch, Xander was instantly entranced by the rural beauty and Hunky's broad, sculpted chest. As night fell, a glistening Hunky leaned close to the nape of Xander's neck, and with a voice smooth as silicon-based lube, whispered,
Wanna ride my prize bull pit whore?
It was the 8 little words Xander had been aching to hear. Breathing deep, he nervously bit his lip and nodded in anticipation. Gently, Hunky lay him down in a stack of dry hay, tenderly licking his throbbing elbow, when suddenly they were interrupted by...
Oh no, not a stepsister.
Unexpectedly, a lustful, luscious McCoy appeared in the threshold, forcefully grabbed both Xander and Hunky, and vigorously squished the trio's aching lips together.
Oh, jeez. But you're my stepsister and definitely not blood-related.
Hunky considered saying, but her tongue was already thrust too deep down his throat. Moaning in pleasure and dripping in gluey saliva, Xander didn't even notice as...
The entire staff of the Lusty Lasso branch joined in.
What had begun as a run-of-the-mill country tryst had quickly escalated into a breathless, pulse-pounding orgy. And as wave after wave of pleasure rushed through Xander's quivering loins, he realized there was only one thing that would make this moment even better.
The entire world joined.
So concluded, without a doubt, the most erotic story ever written in the history of the world. Let's call it Oops, All Orgies.
Lyric looks at the story outline you've written and pronounces his true feelings.
Looking at this, I think this is extremely horny. I'll write it up right away. Unless you think we could come up with something better? See you soon, partner.
That's fucking crazy. I'm gonna go talk to my bed now. Oh, that's a closet. I forget. That is fully.
There's a supernatural darkness around your bed when you enter. A strange void that makes you feel slightly uneasy. This appears to be a living nightmare. There's almost no other way to phrase it.
You really don't think you could do it?
Is that really something you want? It would be fun for me, but I don't think it's really your thing.
You know, sex and horror have always gone hand in hand. It's not the worst idea, is it?
Well, yeah, of course. But you've watched me work, and you never really seemed all that into it.
Oh, I didn't?
What was it you said? Oh, yeah. It was, oh God, why are you doing that? Is that really necessary? Now that's just excessive.
I remember it differently.
You weren't even watching. You were looking through the cracks of your fingers. Give it up, Betty. My work is not for you, and that's all right.
Nightmare's gaze falls to you then, and you feel a shiver run down your spine.
Boo.
Nightmare dissipates, but the air of dread that accompanies her takes a little while to clear. Betty sighs, her shoulders slumping.
Oh, guess I should have seen that coming. Well, maybe. I just thought maybe if I had nightmares... I mean, I already sleep poorly. But maybe in a nightmare, I could find some small moments of joy with my beloved. Nightmare doesn't usually take requests. But since we're such good friends, I figured maybe she'd give me a sexy nightmare.
Oh, I love the sound of that.
Me too. Okay, see how this strikes you. I'm being hunted by some unseen monster or being. My heart is racing. My knees are weak. I'm stumbling and tripping as I go. I fall, and I close my eyes knowing the end is coming. But I don't die. I turn to see my beloved standing over me, a bloody knife in their hand. I'm saved, and I thank my rescuer in the only way I know how. A toe-curling kiss. But then, I'm on my back again, and my beloved's hand wraps around my neck. I can't breathe. I can't cry out. I can't make a sound. We'll be together forever, they whisper, raising the knife high in the air. I wake in a cold sweat, alone and afraid. There. You see?
But wait, I do kind of get it.
Right? That's a pretty tame example. But there's all sorts of possibilities. Nightmare really seems to think I shouldn't be bothering with all this dream stuff. She thinks there's a much simpler solution to my problems. But I don't know who she is to talk anyway. She has the same problem I do. She just deals with it differently. It's not my place to say. I've already said too much. Please, let's forget I said any of that.
Consider it done.
Thank you so much. I'm already having trouble sleeping. I don't need betraying a friend's trust on my conscience. It's funny, I was just thinking of you. It seems like that happens a lot, honestly. I think of you, and here you are. It's a shame I can't seem to manage that at night. I'm all too aware. But you know what I mean, don't you? You're the one I've hoped to see in my dreams. My beloved. The one who tortures me with your proximity. You don't have to do that. I get it. I'm not exactly the most subtle piece of furniture. For years, it's been just you and I here. And I've had to watch you sleep with that angelic look on your face. When I was at the warehouse, I never had this problem. But the day I was delivered to you, you laid down. And I knew right away I was in trouble.
Never slept so well before you.
You don't know what it means to me to hear that from you. It's what I was made for, you know? I've had my share of partners over the years. I'm a free bed, you know. But I'm at my best when I'm in love. And since the day I became yours, I haven't had a good night's sleep. I know it's a lot to lay at your feet. Especially knowing we have to sleep together night after night. But I don't know if I can keep this to myself any longer. I know it's a lot to digest, so please, take some time to think about it. I'll give you some space to sleep tonight, and we can talk tomorrow. All right? Please, just give yourself the night. Even if you think you know what you'll say. And sleep well tonight.
Already wrote. I keep forgetting to fucking talk to the cat. Oh, okay. Second. dog is losing it. I have to put the sound machine on. I do actually think I have to stop streaming, at least for now, until the weather is better. But thanks for watching.